everybody? It's your girl, Sophie Soph, here on Sophia's Football Talk. I just noticed I already put out the predicted lineup already so you guys can see. That wasn't really part of the plan, but here we are. Here we are. Either way, you know what? It is what it is. You already see it now. We'll talk about it, of course, at the end of the or throughout the stream. Okay, sorry for being a little bit late. I was starting out the graphics. And of course, I completely forgot to have this afterwards. But either way, you see now, spoiler alert, this is my predicted lineup for tomorrow's game. So tomorrow, epic clash between Man United and Liverpool in the FA Cup. Lord have mercy. Going to be a rather interesting game, 100%. But before we fully dive into that game in particular, make sure that you give this video here a big thumbs up because the more likes we get, the more we're able to push the video out there for more people to see. Alright? And of course, subscribe as well. We're still on the road to 3K subscribers. So let's make that happen, shall we? Let's make it happen. And feel free, of course, to join the SFT membership. Feel free to, do all of that. If you want your comments to be or have a high chance of the comments being read, feel free to send in a super chat. That also is a way to help to support the community, but simply by liking, sharing, subscribing, that's all amazing by itself. Big up to Henry, hope you're doing well. Big up to Bart. How many is Salah going to score tomorrow? We'll see. We'll see. I will save my score prediction at least. I'm not going to spoil that now. I'll save that for the end. But yeah, join the conversation, everybody, in the chat. Of course, usually when it comes to some of these big clashes, I do often like to have like a guest on, but I ain't gonna lie, this week has been, second week of my new job. It's been a bit difficult to try to remember to fix all of that stuff. But you know what? We're gonna be playing Liverpool in about 3 weeks anyways again. So I'll save it for them. We'll probably make sure that we have guests for other upcoming streams for sure. I mean, especially now that we're going to be having a what should I say, an international break that will be starting after this weekend. So you'll see different type of content coming up. But regardless, let's get into the nitty gritty, which is of course this game. So this one, a competition that we haven't won since the 15-16 season. We played Crystal Palace in that final back in May 2016 with a Jesse Lingard winner. I remember watching that game, super gassed, Van Gaal. After that game, Van Gaal got fired. So that kind of says a lot. But hey, it is what it is. It is what it. Don't do that, Bart. Don't do that. Don't do that. If so, we are, looking to lift the trophy for the first time since then. It'll then, I believe, be the 12th occasion, potentially, or maybe that was the 12th occasion. We're trying to get to the 13th. Either way, though, I mean, Arsenal has won the FA Cup the most times, actually, through the history of it. But yeah, let me get into more so the team news because that's the ones that's very exciting because there are a couple of players that are finally coming back. But the thing is though, whenever we end up saying we got players coming back, then we ending up also suddenly seeing other players, having a setback, other players getting injured. Big up to Tulumba, hope you're doing well. But the big ones, I mean, Maguire, it was revealed that Maguire was training. Aaron Bissaka and Rasmus Højlund, they've all trained yesterday. So that is providing, of course, a timely boost. And I believe that Højlund has been confirmed to be available for the clash tomorrow, which I'm very excited about. Whether or not he starts, I mean, I'm thinking he probably would maybe start and then you get him off earlier, or he could be on the bench. But preferably, I would want to have him start. I mean, Hopefully, once he gets back, he can kind of get back into the goal scoring form that he was in prior to getting that injury. But you have to wait and see, of course. Tulumba says, I don't think Aaron Wan-Bissaka will start once again, risky players. That's the thing that I also was thinking, but I'm not gonna lie. Seeing Lindelöf against Luis Diaz, I don't, or technically it wouldn't be Luis Diaz. It actually would be, Lord have mercy. It would actually be against Mohamed Salah, which would be even worse. Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I do not want to see Lindelöf as that left back, guys. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, but I don't want to see that again. And I know we shouldn't be risking, but I know. Do not get it twisted. I know. But seeing Lindelöf at the back, Lord have mercy upon us all. Lord have mercy upon us all. Legit. What we risk in this is all we have to play for. That's a good point, Dana. Big up to you. Literally, if we do not win, if we get done out here, if we get knocked out in the FA Cup, there's no more left to play for. Yes, okay, Spurs got slapped up by Fulham, today, literally an hour or so ago. Like, we get that. We're 6 points behind, but I don't think we're going to make it. But anyhow, Spurs and Villa slip up and we get fourth. Madness, madness, madness if that happens. I don't think it will, but you never know. But regardless, I think I want to try to go all in for the FA Cup and try to go as far as possible. That's what I want to, at least. And just because Liverpool is ahead of us doesn't mean you should just throw in the towel and say, forget it, we're not going to go through anyways. F that mentality. I want us to go through. I want us to stop their quadruple. It's not even, it'll be a quadruple. It's not the real quadruple. A quadruple with Europa League. Miss me with that. I'm not here with all of that crap. All right? So sorry, but I'm not. I'm not doing it. So what we need to do is make sure that Norbert Klopp is leaving here with nothing. Enjoy the Carabao Cup. We did last season. You enjoy it, but that's about the only thing that you're gonna get. The goodbye present, Norbert. All right. Sorry, Norbert, but we're not doing it. I ain't doing it, Norbert. I'm calling it now. We will lose even if we don't. We ain't winning the FA Cup. You know what? I don't think we're gonna lose. There's no rationale behind it. It's pure vibes and feelings FC. Literally, I just woke up today and said, you know what? That feeling. In the words of Black Eyed Peas, I got a feeling. Woo, that tonight's gonna be a good night. That's literally what I'm feeling. I'm not even gonna trip. Brain thing. I have a feeling. I don't know what it is, but there's a feeling. Just either way, though. So, also, by the way, I believe Mason. We'll talk about it, but backup keeper. This one I was a bit shocked about. Altay Bayundid is unavailable, by the way, after picking up a muscle strain. So, but Tom Heaton is fit again. And I'm like, but the guy hardly plays. How do you sustain a muscle strain when you don't hardly play? What do you do in training that puts a strain on the muscle, that puts a strain on the body? Ten Hag, the injuries, I feel like you're kind of putting yourself into it, my brother, Uncle Ericy. You are kind of putting that on yourself with your training tactics, my G. It's not really looking that good. When your backup goalkeeper is getting an injury, I'm like, that's a bit sus. Either way, Malasia, Luke Shaw, and Anthony Martial, of course, remain long-term absencees, but Mason Mount is making progress as he closes on a first appearance since November. So I'm wondering, would he? I think it's been pretty clear whether or not he'll be available, but he could be. He could be. I think this might be a bit too. The thing is, though, that Ten Hag did say that it was going to be after the international break, which will be then for the Brentford game. So I would be very like, whoa, if he ends up getting suddenly back. But then again, we've seen other players come back, instantly back into the squad when you assume that they were injured, that they were still be not available. But the thing is, with Mason Mount, he's hardly really played that much this season. So with him especially, you kind of have to 100% be a bit more um, cautious. Is the right word, I think. You have to be cautious with him for sure. Um, but people are saying, I mean, the Athletic says Mason Mount would be back in the Man United squad, so looks to be that he will be back. I mean, it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting. Big up, JJ Okocha, aka Koala, says my nephew cooked Spurs today. You're welcome, United. Awesome. Yeah, somebody's nephew. Yeah. Yeah. Wait, is it that or is it who is the nephew of JJ Okocha? Let me know. Pick up, I'm sure we're doing well. You can't play defensively for 90 minutes and rely on counter attack from lazy Rashford. Hey, I gotta rely on that and everything. And I put up all the dark arts, all the fine dark arts that we need for tomorrow. Anyhow, I just want to go through. Of course, I will be. Is it? I always end up freestyling his name. Is it I will be or I will be? I will be. I always ends up. I mean, regardless though. Big up to him though. I will play Eric at CM. Yeah, with Eric. He knows this. Oh my god, why do I even? We have no plan when we go into games. It's always believe, brother. Then at this point, forget about literally forget about the Evobi. Thank you. Forget about the fact that with the plan and all that. I'm waiting for the season to end. Get a new manager. Start over. We're in March. If we go out, season is over. Officially tomorrow, season could be over. If we're out of the FA Cup, bye bye. Bye bye bye. It will be out. Literally, it will be out. We don't need two strikers like Højlund. One needs to have experience but can still be young. Yeah, potentially. By the way, obviously, young forward Omari Forson still is out due to an injury that he sustained recently. Oh Lord, and Johnny Evans has been nursing a minor issue. Really? I still hope that the thing is though, if he is, then we could see Maguire then come into the we could then see Maguire and Varane, but I ain't gonna lie, before Maguire's injury, he was very, very shaky. So I rather have Johnny Evans. I actually think Johnny Evans has been pretty solid throughout. And actually haven't mind the partnership between him and Varane at all. I was reading some reports saying that Varane would actually be completely fine with taking a pay cut and still be at Man United, still stay here for many more years if possible. But I think that Varane, if you really think about it, he hasn't really been as interested as people really think he had. You know what I'm saying? If you really look at it, he hasn't really been that injured. Sometimes when he hasn't played, it's because the manager decided to not play. Not because he's been injured, just hasn't been played here and there. But I think he is an important player to still have in the squad. But you still, regardless, do need to get another centre back. So I think Maguire and Lindelöf should go. And then you have, of course, Varane and Lisandro Martinez. I mean, Lisandro Martinez we won't see after the international break. But I'm just saying, like, in general, we should probably have them, in my opinion, those two. But you also bring in another center back. Then you can, if maybe you keep Luke Shaw potentially, and more so revert him into a left center back instead of having him play as a left back, and then you bring in a left back. That's kind of where I'm thinking at it. Maybe bring in the Todibo, and he can learn off of a Varane French connection. Come on. Silveran, Casemiro, Eriksen, Martial, Bruno, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Malacia, Anthony, Evans, Bayun did now. I don't, you know what? I would not mind having Evans for one more season. I wouldn't mind at all. One more one more season. It can be a fifth centre back option to come in, do a job. I wouldn't mind that. I'm actually not gonna lie. And then you have Kamwala there as well. I wouldn't mind. So at least getting one centre back, take two out. You have Luke Shaw as the left centre back. I wouldn't mind that at all. Whether to get Inacio or Scalvini for centre back. I've been hearing a lot about Inacio. I haven't seen too much about him. Scalvini, don't know too much about, so I'm not going to sit there and speak about that. But Todibo, I've seen more, so a little bit more, but not too much. Regardless, though, but it's been a player that we've been linked with. Of course, plays for Nice, so with Serge Jim Ratcliffe owning the club, so could be a possibility. But I definitely am thinking once we get into the international break, I probably will do like a stream where we talk about the players that or the positions slash players that Man United should be trying to get in the summer. We might need to do a stream with that, inviting some United guests so we can have a discussion on the players that they would want, or do solo stream. But that's something that I am definitely planning to do for sure. When it comes to Liverpool team news, you have looks to be that maybe Konate could potentially be back. You know? Oh, no. Actually, I read that wrong. Likely to not make a journey to Old Trafford. So he wasn't available for the thrashing that they had against what was Sparta Prague, 6-1 in the Europa League. Lord have mercy. I did not watch it, but I just heard, the highlights, bling, bling, just kind of checking in on the game. 6-1, I was like, forget that. We're not watching that game. F that. But yeah, so they will probably be without him. Looks to be that. Bobby Clark could be available. Ryan Garrett back in contention, even though he was sidelined since sustaining an issue during the Carabao Cup final 3 weeks ago. So he could be available. But Liverpool still, they do actually have a lot of injuries, though. Long-term injury list includes Trent Alexander-Arnold, Alisson, Stefan Bajcetic, Ben Doe, Curtis Jones, Diogo Jota, Joel Matip, and Thiago Alcantara. Definitely a lot of injuries for sure, but also some players coming in. Bobby Clark, like I said, but this though is a bit interesting. Bobby Clark, Harvey Elliott, and Gravenberch are a yellow card away from a one-match suspension in the FA Cup. So, and I think that would also then, because doesn't it, since it's domestic cups or domestic games, if they get yellow cards in this game, that would mean, okay, there you go. Thank you. Sorry, my dad just brought me dinner, so once we off from the stream, this will be your girl's dinner. Ooh, shut up, baby. A great day, Okay, either way, let's get back to it. So, what I was saying was, what was I saying actually? If they do get yellow cards, those 3 players, I think that would mean that they could miss the next. Wait, would that mean that is the next game in the Prem? That would be against. No. I completely no. It's not. What am I saying? Be no, because it's going to be Arsenal Man City. Who are they playing in the league when we come back? Is that Newcastle? Let me see here. Who are they playing? Let's see here. Who are they? Well, Brighton. Okay, interesting. Tommy says, I might be the only one thinking this, but Casemiro has been a liability in the past few games. I don't think you're the only one thinking this. I ain't gonna lie. The last game was, for me, we won against Everton, but let's be honest, they effed up. It's not like we won because we were amazing. They effed up. They just weren't able to fully score. And they gave away penalties for no reason. So we ended up winning 2-0. Thank you, by the way. But Casemiro had his worst ever game in a United shirt. In my opinion, I think he did. against Everton. So I'm expecting him to do way more because that was not cute. That was not it. I didn't like it. And I expected to see better. Literally. Literally. Is your hatred for Liverpool more than you love United? I love United first. Then I hate them second. So no. Big up Casey, hope you're doing well. Casemiro isn't a liability. He isn't a depreciating asset. He's a human being. Okay, 74-year-old Bart is a serious fan who's not really 74 years old because I don't buy it. One day we'll find out. One day, more than you can believe. But yeah, obviously, score prediction, I will give it at the end, so not just yet. Obviously, this is, the lineup, what I'm predicting the lineup to be. But obviously, some of you guys were saying, yeah, probably Wan-Bissaka wouldn't be starting. You'll see a Lindelöf left back. I personally don't want to see that. I get that it's, risking. Guys, this game, it matters. I'm sorry. If we're going to risk it, risk it. We've been risking it. We've been doing dumb decision anyways. Screw it. Put him in. Put him in. So obviously we have Onana as the goalkeeper. Wan-Bissaka, right back. Put him in there. Left back. And you know what? Dallo can play left back. Put him in as a left back. Let him deal with Mohamed Salah. A little bit difficult, but let him deal with it. Johnny Evans might be a doubt, but I'll still have him there. Rafa Varane, put him in there, of course. Midfield partnership between Casemiro and Casemiro. Casemiro, you better not F this up. Better not be any hanky-panky, any type of mistakes. I'm not having it, brother. Show up. Show up. Okay? Big up, Osen. Hope you're doing well. Literally, though, I'm not having it. Højlund obviously comes in. I'm going to say start. So, Rasmus Højlund, you're starting for me, brother. Put you up top, broski. Left, we have Rashford. I cannot have him as a striker, so I need to have him on the left. Right, Garnacho, way better on the right. We put him here. Bruno Fernandes. Brother, please. Brother, please. I beg. I beg. Please. Please do not mess up the thing.
Brother, what's that? What's that, brother?
Literally, what's that, brother? Brother, that is such a good video, man. That is funny. Literally. Who will buy Evans or Maguire from United? Maguire, hey, you know what? We're going to have a Euro. He started off very good this season. You know what? There will be teams. Aston Villa, if you want to go and buy Maguire, go ahead. West Ham, if you want to buy Maggie, go ahead. Have a bidding war. Why should we be underselling our players? We should do what Chelsea. You know how Chelsea be hyping up their players. They be making it seem like world beaters. But let them be average. But they still be oversell them. Let it be another person's problem. I don't care. I don't care. Who will buy Rashford United sell? PSG. I repeat, PSG. Okay. Liverpool might sell Alisson for 80 million DS. Really? Oh, Lord. PSG wants Rashford to replace him. Hey, Sofia, are you doing a live watching tomorrow? No. I'm just doing a live match reaction straight after. Yeah. She's too scared to do a watch along, guys. No. I just am too tired. I get y'all want to sit here and talk for 2 hours? Go ahead and be my guest, but I cannot. My voice gets super tired. I can't do it every time. And I know that tomorrow I'll be screaming. I cannot. I got work the day after. I got to preserve. So we're going to do a match reaction straight after, 100%. We'll do it. You know what, Bart? Yeah, we'll do a match reaction straight after. We might have, might turn it into a call-in show, having people come in and talk. We might see. We'll see how it goes. My head might be too gone that I'll just, you know, just have a monologue, just have a rant and say bye bye and leave. But I'll be open for it. I'll be open to it. Tommy says, I heard Mount might be involved. Yeah, I think it looks to be that he probably would be in the squad. I'm not gonna lie, I thought it was gonna be the fact that he was gonna be available after the international break, but I think that maybe he's progressed very well in training. So hey, options, but I don't expect much. Y'all know, a lot of you guys know how I felt with the whole Mount signing. I was not too fond of that. I was not too gassed of that. So no. Can you get Edioto? I like trolling him, but haven't trolled him recently. We'll see if he's about. Maybe not for tomorrow, but for other streams, I will definitely have Eddie for sure and other people. I'm surprised Soph got it immediately. No, she's too scared to do. I mean, also, you're not familiar with my lingo game, okay? Okay. That's gotta be the podcast of the year. We finally seeing if Bart is 78 or born in 78. Yeah, I totally understand you, so phone. Come on now. But yeah, guys, there's nothing to do with being scared, guys. I've done watch alongs before when I did a watch. I remember last season where I think it might have been the third or fourth game where we were going to play Liverpool. No, it was the third game actually, because that was after we lost, you know, the opening game to Brighton 2-0 at home, and then we lost 4-0 to Brentford. And I literally was so scared. I thought we were going to lose to Liverpool. I was like, oh my God, I'm going to get slapped up. I still did a watch along for that, and I've done a lot of watch alongs since. But I did so much during the summer, especially for the Women's World Cup, that I'm just tired. I'm tired. And there's no point of me sitting here doing watch alongs if my energy is going to be super low and I don't enjoy it. I can do it every now and then. We'll probably do one for definitely Champions League. I'll do one. So special occasions, Champions League, FA Cup fight. We might do that. But other than that, you know, Euros here and there. But I think the last one was probably might have been the AFCON final, which was a joy, by the way. I really enjoyed doing that, but I'm not going to sit there and do it constantly. So I am like you guys. I love being a viewer of other people's watch alongs and enjoy that and just being a viewer. And actually, just especially when it comes to United games, I get too passionate. I get too, let's just say, I rage a lot. And I've gotten a new job. Nobody need to see me raging that much. So that's all. But we'll definitely do a rant. We will do match reactions more than you can believe. We will be there. We will be there. Oh, sorry for hitting the mic. We will be there. But yeah, so before we slowly end, because this is not going to be the longest match preview, but let me know your thoughts down below. I think we kind of mentioned most of the stuff that we needed to mention. I know that there were some rumors that, or thoughts that potentially Rashford to PSG could happen. This, I will not, you know what? If PSG comes in with minimum 75 million, we can talk. We can talk. I want minimum, but you know what? We can push it more. Why not? He's an asset. He's technically, if we're going to be honest, face of Man United. Give me 100 million. Give me 100 million. Why can't we oversell our players? Why do we have to undersell? If they've got years left of his contract, we don't have to sell. 100 million. 100 million. Or it's a no-go, baby. 100 million or not. But either way, we'll have to wait and see, of course. I mean, it's going to be in the summer. So, yeah. To be honest, these setup players don't encourage you to sacrifice 2 hours of your time. We all know they won't give 100%. Exactly. I mean, we will be watching, but it's just nice watching games and not feeling like I have to sit there and entertain anybody I have to sit there and talk, because I can't sit there, do a watch along and not talk for like a minute. You have to be engaging, you have to talk. So for me, I get exhausted and I feel like I use so much energy doing that. can't. Not often. So yes, tomorrow is a big game, but I just don't feel like doing it. And I know it's been requested, and I appreciate you guys being excited and you guys, liking my watch alongs and enjoy me doing it. But if I don't enjoy doing it myself, then what's the point? You know, that's kind of where I'm at. These players, Salah is a good player who's watchable as he kicks the ball in shorts. I mean, I wouldn't really sit there and say like he's super enjoyable. He's a good player though. But I'm not going to sit there and be like, oh my God, wow, he's such a joy to watch. No, it's not really. He defects it. He's an incredible player. But I'm not going to sit there and say that he's like, I wouldn't describe him as a joy to watch. No, not to disrespect. I think he's incredible once again. But that's kind of where I'm at. But regardless, score prediction for tomorrow. I have a feeling. I have a feeling, and that feeling revolves or involves that I think we're going to win. I think Man United is going to win tomorrow. I'm going to say 2-1 to Man United. 2-1. Hojlund gets a goal. And you know that Mount is back. Why do I feel like Mount could get a goal? I'm going to say Hojlund and Mount. I don't know. Oh, no. Rashford. I think Rashford probably would score. You do something that should be showing up where, scored. He scored an amazing goal against City. So, even though we did lose, but, he could have. I'm going to say 2-1. 2-1. I'm saying it now, commentary to win FA Cup. I mean, yeah, they did win against, who else did they win against? Wolves it was. I didn't watch the game, but I heard about it. Hey, you never know, though. You never know. Who was the better Uruguayan number 7 between Lewis and Edison? We don't talk about Lewis here, so Cavani. Lewis, he's a menace. We don't talk about Lewis here. Burn him. Took it to Newcastle rumors. Really interesting. 3-1 to us as Bart. Altai Boyondi to score the winner. Oh, son, I don't know if you came here a bit late, but Altai is not available. He has an injury, muscle strain, so he's not available. If Coventry wins it, they would have won it more recently than Man United, and more recently than. Oh no, I was about to say more recent than Liverpool, but no, that's wrong because they won it like 3 seasons ago. Kabak to score the winner. So if you saw what the kids and Uncle DVD did versus Chelsea, so what makes you think United are safe? I mean, he ain't my uncle. Just a few years older than me, so he ain't my uncle. He might be your uncle, but he ain't my uncle. Jose Marino to score the winner. I'm backing the Mags tomorrow. Sofia, pew, pew, pew. Let's go. Roll me one Kenobi. Y'all won earlier today, I know. Didn't see the game, but I heard about it. I think it was what? 4-1 or something? Yeah. But yeah, guys, I think it's going to be 2-1. 2-1 to Man United. No reason behind it. No logic behind it. Pure vibes. Pure feelings, FC. That is where we at. No logic, reasoning behind it whatsoever. Nothing. Lewis was a cannibal. Edison is a baller. He was a cannibal and the R word. That's all I'm going to say. Leicester City in Division 2 have won the Premier League more recently than United.
Don't provoke me to anger, or else you'll be in danger.
Don't provoke me to anger, or else you'll be in danger. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. Big up, Jordan. Hope you're doing well. We won it, but I'm still pissed. Oh, they won. Oh, they scored 2. Really? Low block Burnley. You know what? I don't care. Just if anyhow you lose to us, we will be there. If we stop Norbert and them, men, that's all I'm gonna say. Get your score prediction in, people, before we slowly wrap up. Get your score prediction. Apologies. If you're watching this on the replay, do let me know your score prediction in the comment section, of course. Let me know. Let me know. Look on a reel. Liverpool have a few players back, and will try to control the game from the start. I mean, they have some, but still not that many. Does Manchester United have enough buses to park? Oh my god! What? Yeah, come on! Damn! We might have some buses, some taxis, some cars, some planes, some trains, subway, metro. What else? Boat. You can park a boat. Jet ski. A RV. Is it? Wait, what was it? Those. Y'all know those in the desert. Something. Y'all know what I mean. 2-0 Liverpool, says Jordan. Tommy says Leicester has won the same amount of titles as Liverpool in the last 30 years. Poo, 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 poo. Tommy, high five. Boom. 2-1 United. I think so too, actually. I think so too. I'm not going to sit there and say that I'm fully confident, by the way. Quad bikes, thank you. My mind was blanking for a second. But yeah, I'm not confident, but I just have a feeling. It's just a feeling. Okay? So you can clip the feeling if you want to. You can clip. The feeling can be clippable. If y'all want to clip, as well as here where other people, if y'all want to clip it. It is what it is, but this is just what I am feeling at the moment. You can't deny my feelings. This is what I'm thinking. We have to wait. Sofia, you guys will give Norbert a slap when he rolls out into the sunset. Ah, yeah, that would be very, very funny to see us make sure that they're not gonna. We're not gonna just see him roll. Sit there on a horse, piggyback on a horse all the way to the sunset. No, no, no. The midfield from United, what is it offering? Not much. I mean, I'm not super confident in the Casemiro after the last performance against Everton, but it is what it is. You just got to go for it. That's the thing. You just have to go for it. And of course, Liverpool is the much better team. We're not getting that twisted, but it is what it is. You just have to wait and see. But yeah, guys, we're gonna end it here. I'll be, of course, right back tomorrow to do a live match reaction after the game. We might then actually finally see or hear about Bart. Is Bart actually 74 years old? Or is Bart 34? Or 78, it says. Is he 34, 37? I think he's in his 30s. He's lying to us. We will send Don Carl to the match and you will see the fear in Norbert's eyes. Thank you. We will. Don Carlo. More than you can believe. We will be there. We shall and we will be there. But guys, see you tomorrow. Make sure that you are subscribed. Have all the notification bell button so you don't miss out on when I'm live. Feel, of course, free to join the SFT membership. Link is in the description box. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out. Sophie is out. Glory, glory, Man United. And Forza Inter. Peace out. Sophie's out. Bye-bye.